Hi, I'm Lisa Books Williams. I'm 46 years young and I live in Pleasanton, California. Well, 2 years ago, I was 100 pounds heavier in the 280s and I had a myriad of health problems. I found out about these support groups of fat acceptance, and I thought, well, maybe I could become one of those fat acceptance types, but I couldn't because deep down I hated myself and I hated all this extra weight on my body because I knew that it was killing me just as it had done to my father and other relatives. And additionally, after I would have a compulsive binging moment, I would feel terrible about myself. I would feel like, what a stupid piece of crap I am for doing that. Why would I do that to myself? I know that I was eating unhealthy food and I would beat myself up in my mind. And I just hated myself for what I did. I was with my niece at Great America, and I was so excited because they had come out to visit me from Pennsylvania. And I wanted to ride on one of the roller coasters. And so I never really thought that I would be too fat to be on a ride. And so I sat on the ride and it came time to get the bar down. And this was a busy summer day and there were lots of people on the ride and in the line, and the bar wouldn't go down. And then so the attendant had to come and was pushing the bar down but couldn't get the bar down. And so then the attendant called over another attendant, and they're both trying to push and push and push, and the people on the ride are saying, "Get off, you fat slob." And then they were like, "Well, we're sorry, ma'am, you're just too big for this ride." And so I had to step off and walk past all these snickering people, and it was just excruciatingly humiliating. I had to own what I did to myself. I had to be in acceptance and say, I made myself this way. I take responsibility for making myself this way. So what am I going to do about it? It was about 2 years ago, and more specifically a year ago, that I said I'm going to eat a healthier vegetarian plant-based diet. And that's when I started to see changes in my life, in how I felt physically and emotionally, by getting off of all of the processed foods, getting off of the sugar, and definitely getting off of the flour. Now that I've lost 100 pounds, my life has changed dramatically. I feel really good about myself, and I am just anxious to start the day. I don't have those mood swings that I used to have, like a feeling that would just come out of nowhere, like an anger feeling or anxiety feeling or a frustration feeling. I feel more happy, more joyous, and more free. I feel more confident in myself with my relationship. And when you're really fat, you're limited with what you can do in the amorous department. But losing weight, you can do a lot more. And I'll just say that, okay? I have better digestion of my food. I have better sleep. I'm sleeping better. I also just feel better in my body by having all the wonderful fruits and vegetables and whole grains and beans and such. And one of the things that is the biggest is that I don't feel that addiction, that obsession, and that compulsion that I used to feel when I was eating a lot of the processed foods. Well, a lot of people are concerned about whenever they hear like plant-based eating or vegetarian eating or healthy eating. But let me tell you, you can make healthy eating delicious. There are so many different types of grains and beans and spices and vegetables and fruits, whole grains, that you can combine them in such ways to make delicious, healthy, nutritious, and satisfying meals. So believe me, you won't be bored.